Hey ladies, and welcome to my latest video. So I just wanted to share this as kind of a preview, but I did a Facebook Live in my group today all about manifesting and the law of attraction and how you can use that to get your dream guy, how you can fast track your results to get not only that ideal guy, but that ideal life that you truly dream of. And when you master these techniques, when you figure this whole energy thing out, this whole law of attraction, this whole manifesting tool, you really can turn your life around. It's absolutely amazing. It's just, once you figure it out, it's like you're getting everything that you desire. And this is the exact tool that I use to not only turn my life around, my career, my business, and my happiness, but it's the exact process I use to manifest my Mr. Perfect that I call him. And this can be used over and over again. And once you figure out these techniques, once you start implementing them into your life, it makes things seem so easy. You're going to wonder why you didn't have this tool so much easier, because I went from dating all the wrong guys, like the guys that you don't even want to date, to manifesting my Mr. Perfect, the guy that is absolutely perfect for me, that treats me like the goddess that I am and makes me feel special and tells me he loves me every day. And that's what I want for you ladies. So take a moment, watch this live video that I did on Facebook, and if you're not already a member of my Facebook group, the Soulmate Relationship Society, I would love for you guys to come join me. I do regular, live trainings like this in my group, just to help give you guys lots of great tips, advice, and tools to get you one step closer. So if you're wanting to join me, I'll get the links in the bottom, in the comments here, in the description, and I would love for you guys to come join us. It's a free group, it's a supportive group, and I'm here to help you guys and provide lots of free tips, tools, and trainings to help you on your way. But otherwise, I welcome you to join. I can't wait for you guys to watch this video. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything that come up while you're watching it, make sure to enter them in the comments below, and I'll be back to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day. Hey ladies, welcome. If you're watching this, you're watching the replay, but I want to welcome you guys here. I'm just going to pop on my phone and share this over into my group, the Soulmate Relationship Society. If you're not already a member, I highly suggest you get in there. I've got a challenge going on, actually prizes, it's giveaway. So Wednesday was my 35th birthday, so in honor of that, I'm doing 35 days of giveaways, and I gave away my first prize yesterday. I actually gave away one of my customized healing bracelets. They're crystal bracelets, genuine crystals on them, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I create every one. I have some custom, like a set of specific ones I created for specific healing, and then I also create custom ones for my clients. And so I gave one of those away yesterday to one of the people that was participating. So that's all you have to do is jump in the group, participate, join in the conversation, ask your questions, and I'm going to be giving away lots of prizes over the next 35 days. So I'm really excited about that. So if you're not already a member, join us in there. I'm just sharing this in there. Okay, so that's shared over. Just make sure. Perfect. So I'm just going to plug my phone in because it's dying. It's dying on me right now. So, okay, perfect. Does that work? I don't know. I'll deal with that later. So yeah, so that's what is going on in the group. So if you're watching this on my page, I welcome you to come join us. There's a link here on the page, or you can use the short link, which is bit.ly/soulmate relationship society. Actually, I will pop that in here really quickly so you guys, of course, .ly/soulmate Society. Oh, don't want to hit enter. That's the wrong one. Oh. Okay, Soulmate Relationship Society. Okay, that's the right one. Want to make sure I do it right. So yeah, so if you're not already a member, please come join us, and I want to be able to give away more prizes. So the more active the ladies are in the group, the more prizes I'm going to give away. So I'm giving away free sessions with me. I'm doing angel card readings. I'm going to be giving away, I've got a couple smaller programs coming out here soon. I'm going to be giving away access to those courses. So I've got one coming up on dating, on online dating profiles, how to set up a kick-ass online dating profile that gets you noticed, because I know how difficult that is. And I also have another course coming out which kind of ties into what I'm talking about today, and it's all about manifesting your soulmate or your true love. So a lot of women have heard about manifesting, they've heard about law of attraction, and they're just not sure how to use it in the pursuit of love. And I use manifestation and law of attraction techniques when it came to finding my, my Mr. Right, my ideal guy, my Mr. Perfect, I call him. And so I wanted to share that with you because a lot of women don't understand how to incorporate that into their love life. They're maybe not even sure how it all works. And it's so powerful. It's such a powerful tool when you learn how to use it. So I wanted to share that with you. So I'm working on a course on that right now that's going to walk you through step by step exactly how to use those tools to manifest that perfect guy, your dream guy. And it's so funny, me and my guy were out last night. We were running out to get Frappuccinos, and I was digging into my wallet for some change because we needed like 5 or 10 cents. So I was digging through my wallet and I found this piece of paper that I had actually literally made. I always talk about doing a non-negotiable list. And I had done one up on a little piece of paper, and I had stuffed it in my wallet when I did it to like manifest that. So I had stuffed it in my wallet, totally forgot it was in there. Like literally I have had that wallet for 2 or 3 years, like well before I met my guy. So I had that little slip of paper in my wallet, totally forgot about it. And last night when I was at the store digging out that change to pay for our Frappuccinos, I found the piece of paper and I laughed and I showed it to my guy and I said, see, I was telling you, because I told him all about this list and we've talked about it and we've got a good joke out of it. So I actually found this piece of paper, totally forgot it was in my wallet, showed it to him, my list of non-negotiables and the things that I had to have in a man. And it was funny because he matches every one of them, and we kind of got a good laugh over that I still had that because I created that back in 2012. Yeah, it was the year I got divorced. So 2012, so 6 years ago, and I've still been carrying that around, and those non-negotiables are still the same. And it's funny because I wrote them down and then they got stuffed in my wallet, and that's where they've stayed since 2012. And even though I haven't looked at it, I still knew it was there, and that's part of that manifesting technique. So I had decided that those things were important, and then I had put that energy out into the world and said, this is what I'm looking for. And through manifestation and law of attraction, I actually brought that exact person into my life. So how does this work? How does manifesting and law of attraction work when it comes to attracting your ideal partner? So if you don't know what these things are, so law of attraction became big in the world when The Secret came out, and I believe that was around 2008 this movie came out, and Bob Proctor was kind of the main person. And if you haven't read any or seen any of Bob Proctor stuff, highly suggest it. He is a great guy. Like, his teachings are absolutely amazing. And what the law of attraction teaches is that what you think about, you bring about. So our thoughts are very, very powerful. So what we are thinking about on a regular basis is what we will create in our own life. So if you believe that life sucks, that you're always going to be broke, that you're never going to be able to get anywhere, that's exactly what you're going to create in your universe. Where the rich people get it different is they believe they can have it better. They can believe they can have anything. They believe that they can make all the money they want to make, that they can buy the cars they want, they can buy the houses. And by having that belief through the law of attraction, they are bringing those things into their life, and they're easily bringing those things into their life. So, and everyone says, well, how does this work? Like, how is it just our thoughts? But the thing is our thoughts are very powerful. So the entire universe is made up of energy. This has been proven by scientists even. So I'm energy, your energy, the computer I'm talking into is energy, my cell phone is energy. So what it is energy is just a bunch of atoms vibrating at different frequencies to create something different. So the reason the computer looks different than my phone is because it's different atoms vibrating at different frequencies to create that thing, or the components that go into making that. And the same with human beings. And the thing is your frequency, how quick or how slow you are vibrating, has an effect on what you bring into your life or what you don't. So the people that are successful, those billionaires, the people that have the dream relationships, the good jobs, make good money, those people are vibrating at a higher frequency. So when you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you're going to attract in other things that are vibrating at high frequency. So like attracts like. So like energies attracts like energies. So those guys that you've been dreaming of, those successful guys, the guys that treat their women like the goddess that you dream of, that spoil you, take you out for dinner, buy you nice things, that treat you like the woman you want to be treated, they are men that are vibrating at a high frequency. And if you're not vibrating at a similar frequency, then you are not going to attract those kind of men. You are going to attract men that are just above you or just below you. They're going to be within a similar frequency, within a similar vibrating energy. So if you find you're not attracting the guys that you desire, that you're attracting those lower quality men that you don't want, it's because something within you is causing you to attract that, because energy attracts energy. So if you don't like what you're getting out of your life, whether that's money, career, relationships, you can actually change that. It is completely within your wheelhouse to change your outcome. So that's why it's so important to work on ourselves when we're looking for a relationship or better relationship or that dream relationship, because everything starts with us. Our vibration starts with us. So if you're looking for that dream guy and you're not getting them, then you got to go inside and go, okay, what is dragging down my energy? What thoughts am I thinking? How am I acting? What is going on? So that comes into that whole manifesting. This is where law of attraction and manifesting. So I manifested myself my dream guy. So using the principles of law of attraction, I manifested him into my life. And what manifesting is setting in that intention and saying, this is what I want, and this is what I want to get. And then you're using those principles of a law of attraction, and there's lots of other laws as well, and I'll get into those eventually one day. But, you know, law of attraction is the most common. So I said, this is what I want. I incorporated the principles of law of attraction. I took the steps to manifesting. So things like dream boards. I was very intentional about my energy every day, about being very clear. And that's another thing about manifesting is we can only manifest what we truly want. So when we're manifesting, we have to be crystal clear. And that's where it's funny when I talk about finding my non-negotiable list in my wallet, is I was very clear on the person I wanted to manifest. I didn't say he was tall, blue-haired, blonde, blue-eyed, blonde-haired. No, I was very clear and said, these are the non-negotiable traits that this person has to have. So he's driven and goal-oriented. He puts me up on a pedestal and treats me like a goddess. He's, a family man and wants a family. Like, those were things that this guy had to have. And so by being very clear on it, I'm putting that out to the universe and saying, universe, send me this specific person. Send me the person with all these traits. I'm not telling you what he has to look like. Of course, there has to be that physical attraction, but that's part of it, is saying, you know what, send me this person, with these traits in this package that I'm going to be attracted to, that I'm going to want to spend the rest of my life with. And they take care of the rest of it. But I had to be clear. And then once I was clear on what I wanted, because that's the first step to manifesting, is being very clear on what you want, then I had to keep at it. So that's where creating a dream board or a vision board or a booklet or a box, anything like that, where you put important things that are involved in manifesting. So pictures of the type of guy you were wanting, or the activities you want to do together, the places you want to travel with that person, just really keeping up on that. I actually did do a manifesting journal. So every day I write in my journal, and it's just specifically for manifesting the things that I want to bring into my life right now. And before I met my man, there were lots of things on that list every day that included, things about my man. And it's funny because I wrote in my journal just, when I was ready to find him, and I said, I'm looking, I've met this man and he does this for me. He treats me this way. He makes me feel this way. We do these things together. And I wrote that every day in my journal. And within a week, it's funny, that's when I met my man, because I had been putting all this stuff into my manifesting journal and had been writing it. And then once we got into a relationship, Then I was talking about us moving in together, him asking me to move in, that he was saying he loved me, and all these other things. And I was putting all of that in there and talking about that. And within a couple weeks of me writing those things, those manifested. So then I changed it up. Okay, I got that aspect. Now I'm writing these things out. This is the next step I want to take in my relationship. And this works with all areas of our life. So I'm just adding to that list. So I get one thing, and then I, write the next thing. What's the next thing I want from this relationship? And then, okay, get that. Now what's the next thing I want? What am I needing from this relationship? How am I wanting to look? How am I wanting to create this relationship? And it's an ongoing process. So I was always constantly writing things down, and that's, a really, really great tool. But at the same time, while writing those things down, I have to be conscious of the things that I was saying, the things that I was thinking, the way that I was speaking to friends, family, and out into the universe. Because like I said, the law of attraction is what you think about, you bring about. So by entering that information into my manifesting journal, I was putting that intention out there. But if I were to put that down and then go out and be talking with my friends and saying, men are assholes and there's no good men left out there and blah, 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 and using those phrases, I'm actually canceling out what I just put in my manifesting journal, because what I put in there does not coincide with what's coming out of my mouth, with the thoughts that I'm thinking. So I have to be very careful with the words that I say. And before I even started the manifesting journal, this is something I worked on years ago, is being very conscious of the things that I say. If I find myself saying a lot of negative things, or even a negative thing, or thinking negative thoughts, I have to immediately catch myself and say, no, like, I can't think that way. What's a better, more positive version of that? So I used to be one of those people years ago who said, there are no good men left out there. All the good ones are taken. So of course I manifested the not good guys into my life, because that's what I was putting out in the universe, is there were no good guys left. So the universe was sending me guys that were not good, the guys that I wasn't wanting, because that's the energy that I was putting out there. So instead, I had to catch myself. If I caught myself saying that, instead I would say, no, that's wrong. There are lots of amazing guys out there, and I am meeting more and more every day, or I'm meeting new ones every day, or, the universe is surprising me with these amazing men. And it was funny, because when I started changing that, when I started changing that energy, and I started saying those new things, amazing men were popping up in my life. I was getting asked out on dates by these amazing guys, and I wasn't even looking for it. I was meeting amazing guy friends. I was connecting with guys through work and business. And it was amazing how just that changing of wording. So not only do you have to put it in your manifesting journal or on your vision board or whatever it is you're using, you have to watch your thoughts that go along with it. Because if your thoughts don't match what you're putting down, what you're writing, what you're picturing, then they're going to butt heads. And unfortunately, the lower vibrations tend to pull us down quicker than the higher vibrations lift us up. So we have to make sure to clear up those low energy things so that we can truly manifest what we desire. So that's the basics. That's how you can start manifesting what you're doing. So the first step is clear up your negative thoughts. Start getting rid of any negative, thoughts around men, around dating, around all of that. And even, the negative friendships you have, because I believe it was Jim Rohn said that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're finding that your life isn't where you want it to be, you're not making as much money, you're not having the relationships, and your friends are in that situation, or your family, or the people that you spend the most time with aren't, then you're going to be pulled down by that. And I'm not saying that you have to ditch your friends and family. I'm just saying expand your circle. Start looking elsewhere. See if your friends are willing to do these improvements with you. Taking courses, expanding your energy, being more positive, because if all you and your friends do when you get together is bitch and complain and talk about how shitty life is, how much fun is that? When instead you could be out there talking about the amazing things, the big goals that you want to achieve, the things that you want to do in life, and how amazing life is going to be for you, and how soon you're going to manifest that, and how amazing this is all going to come together. So remember that your circle has a big impact on you. And if your friends aren't willing to you know, want to move with you in that direction, that's okay. You can start meeting other people. You don't have to, you know, ditch them. You don't have to quit being friends with them if you don't want to, but you can start having other circles of friends. When I first started this transition, I had my original group of friends, and then I had this other group of friends of these people, other entrepreneurs and high-level people that I was meeting and connecting with and feeling good with and enjoying their company. And I admit that gradually a lot of those people I used to hang out with, I don't hang out with anymore because I really didn't enjoy hanging out with it anymore. I didn't enjoy getting together with someone and just listening to them complain and bitch, and then for them to get mad because I wasn't wanting to do that with them, when instead I was wanting to talk about how great things were and how happy I was and how many amazing things I brought into my life, and they were getting jealous and they were getting upset and they weren't liking that, and they kind of wanted to keep pulling me back down. So just know that if you're doing this changes, if you're, you know, raising your vibration and to get the things that you want, that you may find some of your relationships fall off. But know that these other relationships you're creating are even better. And the higher you vibrate, the easier it is to manifest. Like, that's why you notice that rich people, like, their income increases so quickly, or it's so easy for them to make money, or it's so easy for them to have whatever they want, because once you're vibrating at a really high frequency, it's pretty much a matter of saying, this is what I want, and then just putting it out to the universe, and they'll send it to you very quickly. Like, oh, I want a yacht, or I want to go on this vacation, and next thing you know, you're invited to speak at a conference. Like, okay, I want to go to Australia. A week later you get an invitation saying, hey, do you want to come speak at this conference in Australia? That's how these things work. Like, when I met my guy, I put out the intention, I'd been dating a bit, and that's all I wanted to do. I'd put out the intention that I wanted to do some dating, wanted to get myself back out there, wanted to kind of just put my feet in the water, see the kind of guys that I would attract, see what was out there. And I was meeting some pretty amazing guys, but because I'd put that intention that I wasn't wanting to get serious, nothing serious was coming from it. And that's okay, because that's all I was looking for. So I did the dating, I put my toes in the water, I was experiencing things, but then I got to a point where I'd experienced enough, was feeling pretty good, got to a point where I decided, okay, I've experienced things, and now I'm ready. I really want to find that person to share things with. I want to find that relationship, that long-term relationship. I want to find the one, you know what, and start a family and do all those things. So then I, you know what, changed up my manifesting journal and said, this is what I'm looking for long term, this is what it's going to look like. And literally within a week, because of using the law of attraction, using manifesting techniques, and already have worked on the inner work and the mindsets and everything else that leads up to this, and, you know, having that better circle of friends, being a high vibrating person, within a week of, you know, deciding that I was ready to settle down, that I was ready, decided that I was ready to find this person, I met my guy. I met my Mr. Perfect. And the funny thing is, he had done the exact same thing. And we laugh about this all the time, is about the exact same time that I said I was ready to find somebody, he had kind of sat down and said the same thing and said, okay, like, I'm ready to quit dating, and I'm ready to get into a relationship. Like, send me that girl, that perfect girl. And I was telling the universe, send me that perfect guy. And a week later, we met each other. And that's the way the universe works. So they're going to put together two like-minded vibrating people. So I'm driven, I'm goal-oriented, my business is important to me, I like success, I like to travel, I like having money, I like being able to buy things. He's the same thing. He's that high vibrating, success is important, we both make good money, we both have what we want, we're both, you know what, vibrating at that same level. So the universe was going to put us together. And that's what they do. So if you're not, like I said, getting the guy that you want, you got to look at why. You got to look at what's bringing down your energy, and you got to work at raising it. Raise their energy, raise your vibration, do whatever it takes to get yourself up to that level of the guys that you want to be with. Because once you get to that level, it's easy attracting them in. It's easy to go on dates. Like, everything is fun and enjoyable, which is the way dating should be. It should be fun and enjoyable. It should not be hard. It should not be painful. It should be a good time, because when you're attracting the right kind of people, it is going to be that way. Yes, you're going to have the odd lemon thrown in there, the odd troll's going to sneak through, but you're going to see that, and you're going to acknowledge it, and you're going to move on, and you're going to be able to see these people and get rid of them before they even have a chance to get into your heart, before they have a chance to try and hurt you, because you're going to be like, no, this isn't what I want this, you're down here, we're just going to, you know, brush you aside, and we're going to wait for him. And so that's what I want to talk to you. It's a little bit longer than I originally was planning on being here, but these concepts are so important. And once you master this concept, once you know what, focus on this and spend time and really manage your energy and manage your vibration and making sure that you're being positive and uplifting and that things are going the way you want, that you're very clear on what you want. It's amazing what you can bring into your life. And you can do this for anything. You can do this for money, for a new job, for a home, for a car, whatever it is. The principles across manifesting and law of attraction across all areas of your life are the same. So using them when you use them in one area of your life, they trickle over into other areas. So my life was pretty good, but I all of a sudden it was making it better. So I work on one area of my life in manifesting, but I was also raising the vibration in other areas. So my business was getting more successful. I was making more money. My family and my friend relationships were getting better, and everything else just raises at the same rate. So when you're working through all the other areas, everything raises itself and everything gets better, and everything, you get happier and you feel better, and you're just always happy. Like, that's one thing I find. I've always been a happy person, but the more I work on myself, the more I work on these principles, and the more I manage my energy and my vibration and keep it high, the happier I am. I don't have those low days. I don't have those low energy, those poor me days anymore. Like, they happen so very rarely because I just always feel good. Everything is always great. The sun's always shining in my world, and that's the way you want to get to. Because wouldn't that be amazing if you woke up every day feeling amazing and happy and ready to take on the world, and knowing that you have everything you want at your fingertips? If you don't already have it, it's only, you know what, a wish away, and then you can have it. So that's my training for you today. So I just wanted to introduce the concepts of manifesting and love. And if you want more information, make sure you to join my Facebook group, the Soulmate Relationship Society. Make sure you check out my blog at jengoodfriend.com. And I would love to see you guys over there. And any questions, any comments, feel free to type them into the comments, and I will make sure to come back and answer them for you. Otherwise, you guys have yourself an amazing day, and I look forward to chatting with you again very soon.